Hi, it's me, Lenz. Long time no see, no hear. Hope you're well. My first video on this channel is me presenting my Fakemon starters, and I'm here to do basically the same thing. I've been working on this project for well over a year, and the difference in quality between when I first started and now is something I'm really proud of. So yeah, today I'm showing you my grass starter. If you want to follow me, keep up with me, you can find me at LenzBonBon or LenzBonBon. Usually I have 2 accounts on each social media platform. Typically LenzBonBon is my more personal stuff, LenzBonBon is my more art stuff, but it varies. You can figure it out, it's not that complicated, I don't know. Let's get on to the video. Okay, picture it. It's your senior year of college, you just started watching Subjectively and True Green 7, and you want to dedicate an absurd amount of your time to creating your own Fakemon region, right? Okay, now, I didn't know what to base the region on initially in terms of like real life locations, cultures, whatever, which will be evident once I start to describe my starters, because they have nothing to do with the location. Almost nothing. But since coming up with the initial ideas, I've decided to base the Xenia region on the island of Hispaniola, which includes Haiti, where my family is from, and the Dominican Republic, which my family is probably also from, because you know, gene pools, mixing, blah blah blah, as well as regions that are in or neighbor the Caribbean or West Indies. Free Haiti, by the way. A lot of stuff going on over there. Links below. Basically, I'm going to take you through my whole process from the first drafts to redesigns to the final renders. For the first form, I wanted to base it on the Thorny Devil and Cotton Shrubs, which I thought would be a fun juxtaposition, while incorporating different fairy tale elements and imagery, which is something I knew I wanted to do with this region from the beginning. I aim for the first form to look like a jester. Side note, I did stop the whole Fakemon project just to take some time to observe and learn and study the art style a little bit more. I also bought some brushes from Subjectively's Gumroad, which really helped. Initially, I did consider cutting out the first designs that I feel like didn't really fit the Pokemon style much and that I don't really like anymore. I mean, they still sort of fit the style, but it's not the same rendering. I don't like those anymore, but for the sake of sharing my learning experience and my development, I figured I should just include them. This is the only starter to get 3 fully rendered illustrations, because even with the second go round, I didn't like how Cotton was just like hanging off of its horn and tail. With the final go, I wanted to make the Cotton minimal and reserve the big displays for the evolutions. And here is Moldrasil, the Thorny Devil Pokemon. This Pokemon prefers to be isolated in dry environments and deserted buildings. Their microscopic thorns and sharp claws help them to scale buildings as well as mountainsides. Seen as the most challenging of the Xenian starters, Moldrasil enjoy mischievous games and running away just to come back hours later. It is believed that while they are gone, they search for prime hole-digging locations. For this form, I wanted to start incorporating a Komodo dragon influence, which I think is most evident in the limbs. Also took a dinosaur-y approach, or dinosaur-y route, whatever, I don't know. This one got a little weird, a little awkward, whatever, we ball, we move. Anyways, I'm not sure why I wanted it to be looking straightforward, but it just wasn't translating. Like, no one would even begin to think those spikes were hardened or matted cotton. With the second design, I was really just playing around until I found something that stuck. This version ended up with a more clearly segmented body and far more dramatic horns. Love the horns. I noticed I struggle with overcomplicating designs, and I was fighting with myself not to do that here. Agmeter, the Harvest Wake Pokemon. Per Xenian legends, if a wild Agmeter is spotted among a farmer's crops after a rainstorm, it is perceived as a good omen. Wild Agmeter can be found in humid forests and warm grassy meadows. The residue from their cotton makes for fertile soil. After a rainy day, these Pokemon often leave a path of long-lasting, nutritious vegetation. This vegetation is sometimes used to draw prey directly to them. Agmeter often take on the duty of protecting their trainer, which typically translates into hostility towards other Pokemon. Now, on to the final evolution. With the final evolution, the Komodo dragon influence goes even further. For this line, I essentially wanted antagonistic cotton plant lizards that would be known for terrorizing the Azanian population, while also providing them with nutrition-rich vegetation. If these lizard Pokemon are ever gathered in your area, expect to have a good batch of crops. This final evolution takes the digging to a new level. Initially, the leaves on its tail were intended to help it shred through rock, and the dome on its back would stretch to cover its head and sensitive snout. However, in the new design, its matted cotton is what shreds sediment. You can assume this Pokemon has a high attack and defense stat. Maldraugger, the root serpent Pokemon. Cotton sprouts from Maldraugger's bodies and match to form what seems like an entirely new material that covers its tail, back, and claws. If a Maldraugger isn't eating, sleeping, or in a territorial squabble, it is digging. These Pokemon are at constant disagreement with Steelix and Excadrill. They are the biggest contributors to the Azanian valleys and the infamous catacombs. Its segmented body and cotton allows it to spin and shred through thick rock. Domesticated Maldraugger are prone to fits of jealous rage when their trainer shows attention to other Pokemon. And that's our grass starter and their evolutions. Yeah, we're having fun. It's Pokemon. Nothing too serious, nothing too deep. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you came from Twitter, love you, hey, mwah, mwah, mwah. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, tell me what you think about this evolutionary line. Is it a situation where you would get Moldrasil and let it evolve to its final form? Would you stop it from evolving when it gets to Agmeter, or would you not have it evolve at all? Because for me, I got Sprigatito and I got Florigato and I did not let it evolve after that. You know, there's always cases like that, like Dawn's Piplup. Let me know. Let me know. Alright. Have a good day. Bye.